What's up, y'all? I want to talk about this Michael Rapaport, Kevin Durant war of words that was supposed to be a private conversation between these two guys. It's reported that they are supposed to be friends, or I guess they talk a lot or whatever, have some type of friendship. But let this be a lesson that even though you talking someone or text someone back and forth in the DMs or whatever, it's not private. It is not private. You're not just because you're in the DMs and no one else can see but you and that person, doesn't mean that person will not divulge that DM, that conversation. So Michael Rappaport, to me, was wrong, all the way wrong, for making that private conversation public. Now, I see if him and Kevin Durant had a talk and he said, hey, man, let me make this public. And Kevin Durant said, yeah, man, sure, I don't care. But the guy, you made it public because what? He was getting the better of you in the war of words. Yes, okay, he talked about your wife or whatever. Okay, talk about his girlfriend, talk about his mother. I mean, because if he jump over the line, and usually when you have a conversation and I guess it gets to the, like, we want to insult each other, usually you don't insult family members. You just keep it to you and him. If he go outside of that, then you go outside of that. You don't you don't lose the conversation per se and then divulge the DMs, man. And that's supposed to be your friend. And people say, well, Kevin Durant, he used gay slur. Listen, man, we don't have a gray area anymore. That's why people are so depressed, and people just don't, they have a low level of understanding. It's either quote unquote black or white with someone. It's either this or that. It's either yes or no. It's a lot of things that are in the gray area. Now, it's not like Michael Rappaport was a homosexual and Kevin Durant was just bashing him with homophobic slurs and things of that nature, calling him, different names. Okay, then I can see. He was talking to another guy that was straight, and he said a homophobic slur. Nothing that none of us have not said before. We all have used those homophobic slurs and talking to our boys and saying, man, you this, you that. But the gray area is those guys that we are talking to or referring to, those are straight guys. So it's not like we're bashing a homophobic guy just a homosexual going up to him, just saying all that stuff to him. He didn't say all that homophobic stuff to, a homosexual person. That's the gray area I'm talking about. Because he didn't bash a guy that was homosexual with those gay slurs. Because he said it, and most of us have said that word before plenty of times. I haven't used that word in a while, but I said it before plenty of times growing up, coming up. So come on, man. Look, first of all, people bashing Kevin Durant for using those words. The only reason why y'all bashing him because his private conversation became public, unbeknownst to him. Y'all private conversations have not become public yet. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I was a quote unquote friend with Michael Rappaport, I'm not divulging nothing private in his DMs. It's things that I don't want to get out. I'm not going to say things that I don't want to get out. I will talk about, hey, let's go play basketball or do this or do that or what you're doing for vacation. I'm not going to have anything that I don't want to get out. But this is a lesson to people. It's a lesson to a lot of us, all of us, that the DMs are not private as you think they are. Once you hit send and it goes to the other end, that person can do whatever they want with that conversation. Whatever they want with that conversation. So, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure Kevin Durant is not going to have another private conversation like that with Michael Rappaport. I mean, if he's smart, he wouldn't. Now, people say, well, the NBA fined him. It's freedom of speech. How can you fine him? He did it on his own time. But he works for a league that has a quote-unquote image to uphold. So, yes, they can fine him. You know what I'm saying? For, bad conduct. I'm pretty sure it's in the contracts. is in their contracts. And you don't have you have freedom of speech you can say whatever you want to say. Doesn't mean you have freedom of the repercussions of what you say. You can still get punished for what you say, depending on what where you at when you say it. Like if you in a business, like if you in a restaurant and you cussing somebody out, the manager or whoever can tell you to leave the premises. If you in school and you're cussing and saying all this crazy stuff in school, they can ask you to leave. They can expel you. If you're in your office building, you working for a corporate, company, and you all just going crazy, just saying stuff, they can tell you, they can fire you. So yes, you have freedom of speech. See, people look at it like, I think people have it like twisted. I have freedom to say what I want to say, and you can't punish me no matter what. No, that's not freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is you can say whatever you want to say at your mouth, but that doesn't mean in certain situations, in certain environments, depending on, like I said, where you are at that moment that you say that stuff, that you cannot get dealt with in a punishable situation. So yeah, you don't have freedom of, you don't have freedom. You're not free from the punishment that comes with what you say. I hope people get that. But yeah, man, Michael Rapaport, man, come on, dude. Look, it seemed like y'all was going back and forth, saying different things to each other. Okay, he brought your wife into it. You didn't like it. I understand. You should have brought somebody into it. Hey, look, once he went over the line, because that's how we used to do in school. We used to talk about each other, but we say, hey, man, we're going to leave family out of it. We're going to just stick to us. Then if you have a good joke on someone and that person feel like you're getting the best of them because everybody laughing, then the only way that he can have any recourse if he bring your mama into it and start saying mama jokes, because we know stuff like that, daddy jokes, we know that gets people fired up and want to fight. That's why we leave those people out. If he does that, then that gives you the right to go over that fence. Now you can go over that fence if you choose to. You don't divulge the DMs, man, because this man started getting the best of you. That you felt some type of way, like the man got the best of you and said when he see you, he'll spit in your face and all this stuff. Okay, but you a man too, man. You can defend yourself. Defend yourself. This man say, when I see you, I'm gonna spit in your face. I'm like, okay, I see you. I see you around. I mean, you don't go and put this man DMs in the public. Now everybody can see what y'all was talking about. Now this stuff is going to live in the annals of history. People done screenshotted it. Everybody got the whole DM. Come on, Michael Rapaport, man. You know better than that. Now you better hope no one divulge your private conversation that you had with people. You better hope they don't do that to you. I'm out, man.